Hi everybody, welcome back to Geektopia Island. We're doing a new Kevin's Creations today. I'm your host Kevin.
I'm William.
And today we're bringing in the Time Spinning Witch, all the new cards from that set. They're releasing and it's going to be epic.
Yes.
Today, Card Rules here helping me. We're going to revamp an old Shayla deck. I mean, because she's the new Bay thing. Yeah. Her seal's got unbroken, so everybody gets to see what she does, and it's pretty amazing. The silliness she gets.
Yeah, the synergy with all the cards is way good.
So, I mean, everybody saw them before. All the Thunderstorm cards, they're now in effect.
Yep.
So, there's a weather warning, just FYI. Alright, so, we'll get into it right now. Shayla, it's just the little mermaid, you know. Yeah. She judgments for 2 blue and 1. And she has got Energized Blue. And the weather is rain during your turn. That's her front side abilities. She can also tap, search your deck for a card named Weather Change Rain and put it in your hand, then shuffle your deck. It's cool. It's not necessarily needed, but it's cool.
Yep.
And mostly the thing you want with her is the Weather is Rain on your turn. That's the biggest issue with what she's doing.
And what's her sealed ability on front?
Oh yeah, and her sealed ability, her new unsealed ability is pay 0, and you get to either add an electricity counter to her, or you can remove an electricity counter and make the Weather Thunderstorm for that turn. Alright, well Shayla, her judgment's 3. She flips over into a 10-12, and the weather is rain, period, on her judgment side, on her ruler's or J ruler side.
And that's even your turn and their turn.
Yeah, your turn and their turn. But it only triggers for you, so only your stuff gets the weather as rain effects. And when she flips over and enters the field, you draw a card.
Not too bad.
Yeah. Also, her sealed abilities that get unlocked on this one is pay 0.
Yep. You
make the Weather Thunderstorm this turn.
Super easy. Done.
And she gets a God's Art. And her God's Art is for 1 blue. You remove 2 electricity counters from her. And you can destroy target J/Resonator. And then tap all other dudes that player controls.
Yep.
Which is ridiculous.
So you're just like, flip, God's Art, kill your J ruler probably, tap all your, and swing for game.
Yeah, that's exactly what you do with it, because you're just like, kill that, let's go.
Yeah.
And she's got J Resonator, J kill on a ruler.
Yeah, which is pretty
so good. But that's really it about as far as she does on her backside.
Yeah.
Which is super good, but that's it.
And with that, if you ever is desperate need of Thunderstorm, then you can flip her over and cause it. And
yeah, and you get that Thunderstorm you need right then and there.
Alright. With that, let's get in the cards here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Now, you'll notice that most of the cards are just spells at the moment, and the creatures are minimal, but impact the board severely.
Yeah, they do a lot for the board.
Alright, the first one is Thought Control, a new card, I do believe, we went over. It's a chant, costs 1 darkness. Your opponent reveals the hand, choose a card with 3 or less, and discard that card. Very good.
I mean, it's so good. Because it gets anything. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
Chant, addition, resonator. I don't care. If it costs 3 and under, I'm getting it.
Yeah. And it seems like the meta is mostly 3 and under anyway.
Yeah, anything that's really quick, they're going to be after. So
by turn 3 is like a devastating moment if you're taking that away.
Yeah.
You're good. And to be able to do that multiple times is our favorite card. Spinning Aquasol, 1 blue, quick cast. Put a target chant from your graveyard to your hand.
Yeah, I mean, this deck's full of chants, you'll see in a second. And being able to play them more than the normal amount is too good.
Yeah, very good. Alright, the next one, Lightning Cave, Kevin.
Alright, so Lightning Cave is a new card. And it's her addition for the set. The main thing it's there for is makes non-water J Resonators lose and cannot gain swiftness or flying.
Very good.
That's the main thing it's there for.
Yeah.
And it can also tap to make the weather rain until the end of turn, or you can tap it, and as long as the weather is rain, you can make the weather thunderstorm.
So most of the time, while she's already not flipped, the weather is rain. So
yes, yeah. So on your turn, when the weather is rain on her front side, or the back side, either one, you're just like tap. Let's make it thunderstorm. So it's the free way to make thunderstorm for you. But mostly it's there to just stop swiftness and flying, because you don't need all those things.
You don't want them hitting your face really quick.
Yeah, no.
Not at all.
This deck does not like swiftness, so keep that away from me.
And it's even one drop too.
Yeah,
it's really good.
It's so good. All right, the next card we got is Shayla's Foresight. It's one of my favorite cards for her because it's ridiculous. It's 2 mana quick cast, and if you're playing Shayla, you can choose up to 3 of the 4 abilities, which is already ridiculous. One is draw a card. One puts an addition on top of its owner's library. Another one puts an attacking resonator on top of the owner's library. And the other one shuffles graveyards together. Like, you shuffle your graveyard and I shuffle mine, they go back.
Yep.
It's so good because you're just like, put that dude on top, let's shuffle graveyards, let's draw a card.
Done.
Because you don't get that dude forever now. Or there's a less chance of you getting that dude.
And it's quick cast, so you can do it at the end of their turn too.
Yeah, I mean, you do it at the end of the turn and it's so good.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Because, I mean, once you used all your spells, it gives you all your spells back again.
Yeah.
So, why not?
Exactly. Alright, the next one, Seabed Investigation. Also a lot of words on this one. It's a chant. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Put a card from among them in your hand, and the rest in the bottom of your deck in any order. If you control a mermaid, which Shayla is a mermaid, so this always happens for you. Put 2 cards into your hand and the rest in the bottom of your deck instead. So you look at the top 4 and you get 2 cards for 2 mana.
Yeah,
awesome.
I don't know. 2 mana for 2 cards seems pretty good for me.
Of your choice too.
Yeah, like I get to go digging for cards I need. Let's do it.
Like this works out a lot.
All right, the next one I love it. It's one of the new cards from the set, Biri-Biri Ball.
Yeah,
and it's so good because it's that 1 mana quick cast, kill target dude as long as it's Thunderstorm. But it really says rest target resonator. If the weather is Thunderstorm, this card deals damage to that resonator equal to its attack. So as long as you hit a dude that's like a 12/12, you're just like, it's Thunderstorm, that dude dies.
Yeah.
But even then, if not, you're just like, I don't want to take damage right now, tap that dude. Great.
Think of it as a mermaid, like spirit bomb.
Yeah.
Just holding it there, waiting to destroy someone.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it does, is it will kill somebody.
Speaking of kills, tell us about the final battle, as always.
I mean, the final battle, it's always going to be there.
Yeah.
It's just, it's too good of a card to not be there.
Really good.
Black and X, chant, you may pay 2 life rather than pay 1, up to X times to play this card. So for every 2 life, it adds 1 mana, pretty much. J Resonators your opponent controls gain -X until the end of turn. It's just
a great board wipe.
We're killing people.
Yep.
We need to kill all of the Resonators.
Which will actually, I just thought of this, will come in handy to a creature that we'll be talking about.
Yeah.
Because it weakens them, and then you can do final battle for less even.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
The next spell is Lightning Shield. Tell us about that one.
Alright, so Lightning Shield is one of the new ones as well. It's there to protect the dudes that I have. It's a blue and 1, and it's an instant, or a quick cast chant. Target J/Resonator gets +0/+8 and gains barrier. If the weather is Thunderstorm, it gets an additional shield, I guess you want to call it. That's when it takes damage, your opponent's creature, whatever hit, takes that much damage.
Yeah, it reflects damage back to the creature, which is pretty awesome.
It reflects it back, but it still does take the damage.
Yeah,
so it absorbs it and it deals it back out. So you get to kill a dude for free. Well, kind of free.
And it helps with Shayla too, because once you flip her, they're just like, try to kill that thing.
Yeah.
No. Sorry.
I mean, it's good against the other. Yeah. If you're, like you said, if you're fighting against a Shayla, they're gonna try to Judgment and God's Art you, and you're like, no, thanks.
Thanks, you just wasted that. Sorry.
Yeah. Thanks for using your God's Art. I'm not gonna die because Lightning Shield doesn't want you to die.
All right. The next one, Duplication Mirror.
Yeah. Duplication Mirror is one of the fun little additions I put in there just because it gives you another Giga Thunderfish, or whatever you want. Because it comes into play, choose a non-Magic Stone, non-J-Ruler entity. This card enters as a copy of that card.
And like we said, our creatures are so powerful, this will work.
Yeah, it gives you an extra one of our creatures, or it gives you one of their creatures.
Yeah.
Whatever you want. Or they have a cool addition that you need, you're like, great, that's mine. See, thanks.
Even my doggo is very excited about this.
Yeah.
It's just so good. Alright, the next one, Valentina's Reach. Darkness, water, black and blue, and X. I do believe it says target opponent discards X cards, or you draw X cards.
Yeah, it's
just good in general.
It's your late game. You're either getting back in the game, or keeping the advantage, or you're discarding, or making them lose all their advantage.
Yeah.
Because it's an equalizer in one way or another. That's its whole purpose in the deck. It's kind of a finisher. I mean, it's not, but
it can be.
It can help you.
Yeah, it can get there.
And then some other fun protection cards I have in here is Thunderstorm. So it is 5 mana quick cast. It's a chant. Return all Resonators to their owner's hands. If the weather's Thunderstorm, it puts them on the bottom of their owner's deck in any order instead.
Which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
For a quick cast.
Quick cast, get all your dudes away from me. And it's Thunderstorm, so they're all at the bottom now. Thanks. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it puts yours away, but it's okay, whatever.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'll deal with that.
It is completely fine.
Yeah. It's just, it's instant speed removal that removes everything. Not just one dude, just all the dudes. And then lastly, I got a Keez' Call for protection.
Of course.
Little dolphin, you gotta say no.
Yep.
1 mana quick cast, cancel target automatic ability of a resonator, draw a card. A big card that's going to be happening now is Lorite, the green little elf that counters us an activated or a trigger ability. So when you try to Godsart your Shayla, and they try to Lorite that, you're just like, nah, Keez' Call.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Cancel that.
And doing it that way, it's safe from Severing Wind because it's the only spell you've played. So you're like, no, thanks. And they can't do much about it.
Yeah.
Unless they counter it again, but then you got a 2-for-1, so great.
Then that's fine, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, all day. I'll take that. Alright, so with that, we'll get into the big creatures that we got. I mean, there's not very many, but they're worth it.
Yeah, totally worth it. First one, you'll be like, well, why is this lady in here? But Kevin will let you know here.
Yeah.
Rebellious Soul AU. Very pretty card. 1 blue, 1 color, 6/6. Alright. It has a lot of text, but we're only going to use one of it.
Yeah.
Flying 6/6 for 2. Pretty good. I didn't see that part. When this card enters the battlefield, gain control of target resonator with a total cost of 1, as long as this card isn't filled.
Yeah.
So tell us what 1-drops we'll be grabbing.
Alright, so that's her other ability triggers only off of AU. We're not running AU, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But mostly she's there to steal 1-drops. And everybody's seen it. Sacred Elf is everywhere.
Yep.
That dude is the 1-drop to play turn 1. Or a little red. And God help you get to steal a little red so they don't have it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's so many good 1-drops right now that it takes it from them and it doesn't give it back. As long as you control her, they don't get it back.
Yeah.
So then that forces, so like, let's say you take a Sacred Elf. That forces them to use their True Blade of Spirits on her twice. So that's the first time and the Remnant to kill her just to get a Sacred Elf back. You're winning that race by that point.
Exactly.
Because they've had to waste 2 mana to kill that just to get their dude back. And it's good because it stops Sacred Elf. Because right now Rachel is 3 mana, and by everybody's gonna be like, turn 1 Sacred Elf, turn 2 Rachel, the new one that comes out and mills 3, practically. But they're just trying to mana ramp as hard as they can with Sacred Elf or any of the other elves in Fair. So being able to take that away from them turn 2, awesome. Or even turn 1 on your turn 1 with Energize.
Yeah. Just immediately be like, oh, turn 1 here, I got a 6/6 flyer and your Sacred Elf to ramp for me.
Yeah, and I used her in the pre-release, and her having flying is what makes her really good. Because you can also protect her with Lightning Shield as well, just because you're like, no, you don't get your 1-drop back now. Because who knows, maybe you really needed him.
Yeah.
You don't get him.
And of course, if you haven't heard about the bannings, Otherworld Dreams is out.
Yeah.
So if they play Sacred Elf, you can cast her and grab it, as long as they don't have the other new card.
Yeah, the new little elf, the Lorite. He's dude, I was telling you about it earlier. He's the 1-drop elf, counter target activate or trigger ability when he comes into play. I mean, it's just, he's good in and of himself.
But and that fact, if they are casting 2 creatures to save this from you taking the Sacred Elf, then that's good.
You're winning that race. If they're honestly, if they're wasting a Lorite on that, you're winning that race.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it, because Lorite is very valuable in what he does. But if you're countering to take your 1-drop, because I mean she's only a 6/6, so she's pretty easy to kill. Yeah. But you're winning that race, is my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. All right, the first creature we got here, Mega Thunderfish. Well, you have seen it before, but it's amazing. So it costs 3. It's an 8/8. So whenever this card is put in the graveyard from the field, return target resonator your opponent controls to its hand. If the weather is rain, put it on the top of its deck instead. Now, if this card gets +2/+2 and swiftness as long as the weather is Thunderstorm.
Yeah. So
So turn 1 Lightning Cave, turn 3 Mega Fish, and then you have a 10/10 swiftness.
Yeah,
on
all
turn
day.
3.
Great.
Yeah.
And then when it dies, as long as Lightning Cave is still in play, you can be like, cool, in response to make the weather rain, bounce that dude.
Put it on top
Thanks.
of the library.
So it sets them back so far.
Yeah.
And it gives blue haste.
Yeah.
Blue doesn't need swiftness.
No.
It's not supposed to have swiftness, but this gives it, and why not? Great. So, I mean, you get Lightning Cave to give haste, or you get Shayla's ability of 0, you gain swiftness.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's awesome.
So, amazing. That's why our creatures are so valuable.
Yeah.
Alright, and the next that we have here is Giga Thunderfish!
Dude, so good.
So good. Please.
Alright, so Giga Thunderfish, he a 5 mana, 12/12 duder.
Sounds good.
That's already pretty good stats. Then you get to his abilities, and he's ridiculous.
Yes.
So when he attacks, he shoots all Resonators your opponents control for 2. For 200. Oh, he hits J Resonators. He hits J's as well, because he's too good. So anything dealt damage by him is tapped down and doesn't untap as long as he's in play.
So he tells everyone to be rested.
Yeah, not even like for the turn, just until he leaves play.
Yep.
Those don't untap. And then lastly, if the weather is Thunderstorm when you play him, you can go search for a Mega Thunderfish and a regular Thunderfish and put them into play.
But he only has the medium brother. He doesn't have the baby brother.
Yeah, I only have the younger one, not the little bitty guy.
Not the baby one.
The little one is a 1-drop 2/2, and when it dies, you draw a card. If it's rain, it's okay, but it's nothing crazy. And then when it comes into play, it taps down a dude.
So nothing too special, but except this Giga Thunderfish is all the special.
Yeah, Giga Thunderfish is your main. He's your big bomb. Like he's gonna get you there the late game because it's what he does.
Literally, you just swing, tap all their dudes down. J Resonators, all. They stay taped down all the time.
Yeah.
No matter what. So you just swing with him first, then you just pop.
Yeah.
Just swing down there.
It's so good.
And like I was saying earlier with the final battle, you deal 2 damage to all of them, and then you can be like, hey, final battle, kill all your dudes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can do it that way too. Yeah, he shoots them for 2, and then if for whatever reason you get 2 Giga Thunderfish in play,
that's game.
I feel like you're winning because everything's already tapped down twice.
Yeah. I like the quote on here. That was pretty scary.
Yeah,
Shayla.
I mean, yeah. And Shayla just fights the big Giga Thunderfish, and it says you're working for me now.
Yep. But that's definitely ender the deck right there.
Yeah, that's the end game of this guy. All right, with that, we move into the sideboard. We have another final battle because it's final battle, and most of the others are just going to be 2-drops or 2-ofs because you need give or take on things. So we got
everything's not situated right now.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to figure out what's going on with everything. But we got Shackles of Ice to fight other Shaylas or any of the other abilities that, like Keurig or anything that does tap abilities. Which Shackles of Ice is a 1-mana addition. As long as it's unbestowed, your opponent's ruler can't use its activated abilities. So Shayla's little +0 to get electricity counters, you can't do it. Keurig's get strength counters on his front side, you can't do it. All the ones that get counters doing things, you can't do it.
Just nope.
I mean, you don't get to do that. Sorry. Also, I have an Evil Elemental Uprising, 1 black, quick cast. It's one of the new stories, and it removes all cards in your opponent's graveyard from the game. Players cannot chase to this. So, you get to remove your opponent's graveyard. So if they're doing graveyard shenanigans, you're like, nah, get rid of all of those.
Yeah.
Which a lot of things are going to happen right now with that, like Planting Beans, because Scheherazad's going to run Planting Beans into a doll because it sets up his judgment real well. Into Days could come back. We could see a little bit of that. There's just a lot of good Remnant cards right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, AU's going to have a lot of Remnant stuff in her just because she can only play spells once, but that gives her twice. So it's just a good sideboard card for that kind of stuff. We got Truth Amongst Darkness, and it's 3 mana, Remnant, look at target player's hand. or target opponent's hand, choose a card, they remove that card from the game.
Just simple, good stuff.
And it's got Remnants. You do it twice.
Yeah.
Because what's better than look at their hand once? Twice.
Exactly. When you do like thought control the first game, you're like, oh, there's a lot of powerful things. Let's go for this one.
Yeah, and it's for in the sideboard, so when you're playing against control, you're like, hey, let's get rid of more of your cards.
Yeah.
We got Shayla's Battle, and it's one of the newer ones as well. It's 2 mana, blue and 1, quick cast. Return target Resonator your opponent controls with 10,000 attack or more to its owner's hand. If you do, draw 2 cards.
Very good.
So, I mean, it's for fighting. I put it in there to fight against Shayla, because they're going to run Giga Thunderfish just like you are.
Yeah. And
the Mega Thunderfish, because that's what she does.
I love the fact that if you do, like, why am I playing this card with no other abilities except if I do this thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's got to hit a 10 drop. I mean, it'll return a thing, but that's about it.
That's fine.
We got Magic Rebound. It's personally one of my favorite cards I've ever seen, and I love cards like this. It's pretty much just a misdirection. So, a blue and black quick cast can change the target of target spell or ability with a single target. Draw a card.
Really
and
good.
You choose the new targets.
Yeah.
So
it's a cantrip too?
Yeah, and yeah, so you're just like, hey, that Ancient Impact that you're wanting to be cool with? Nah, you can take 20. Thanks. By the way, that card, amazing. In limited, anyway. I also put Final Words in, which that is 5 mana quick cast, destroy target J/Resonator. It's there. I mean, yes, her God's Art does that for free, or for 1 mana, but this gives you another way out against Giga Thunderfish. Because if they drop their own, you're kind of up a creek unless you have a way to bounce it. And it just gives you an extra kill card against big dudes.
Yeah.
I have Charlotte's Water Transformation Magic in the board, but I feel like there's better. I don't know what yet, but it is 1 mana quick cast Remnant. Target dude loses all abilities and becomes a 4/4 bear. It's cool.
Yeah.
But you could probably put other stuff in there, like more discard or whatever's better towards your meta in the area. And once we figure out what meta is now.
Yeah, exactly. If anything, all your creatures does survive during that block, so
yeah,
don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. And lastly, I have 2 Neo Barrier of Shadows. And it's the similar idea to Shackles of Ice. Your opponent pays 1 more to play activate abilities of all Resonators they control. And Seal 8. It gains the following text: your opponent can't activate abilities.
If you get there.
So, I mean, at 8 lands,
yeah,
you're just like, hey, don't activate your abilities. So don't God's Art, don't do any of the fun things you want to try to do.
Yeah. Because
I don't want you to. That's really it as far as the sideboard. It's just a whole bunch of more hate cards, really. As more as you want to call it.
Yeah.
The lands are pretty simple. I got 4 Magic Stone and Dark Depth, which is the black-blue dual stone. I have 1 time-altering Magic Stone, which is the blue. It adds a blue, or you banish it and shuffle up 3 cards, 3 non-Magic Stone cards from their graveyards into their owner's deck. 2 Magic Stone and Murky Waters, which is the Vingolf land. It adds blue, you can remove a magic counter, and it adds a black. And then 3 Water Magic Stones, because that's really all you need.
Yeah.
This deck is mostly water.
Splash.
And it's very splashed black. Just because, and all the black is at least 1 mana. That's it on the main board.
Yeah. The
sideboard has 2-drop blacks, but that's really about it. But it's super fun. It's definitely worth a try.
Yeah.
The new one, another one I would make with Shayla that you could do differently is dinosaurs instead of big thunderfishes, and you use the new spell.
4-drop.
I don't know I don't remember its name, but it's 4 mana, kill target creature, drop a dinosaur from your hand.
Yeah.
And you get to use the big fishing card that is 1 blue, put a dinosaur in your hand, and you awaken it, you go put it into play instead. And you drop mosasaurs.
And for turn 4, right?
Yeah, and the other one that's really funny that I saw was a dinosaur today when I was looking for cards is that silly Archeon. It's the giant turtle from the last set.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like a 4/10, and you can pay for it, and it gets +4/+10.
And it doesn't rest when it blocks. So
yeah, and it can block all number of things. So that's the 2 big dinosaurs that I liked of it that are blue-black easily. I mean, there's other good dinosaurs, don't get me wrong, but that's just the ones I saw.
Yeah.
So there's multiple ways you could do this. Do what you want.
And it seems like This deck is pretty fun, especially just wanting to get to Giga Thunderfish and wrecking with it and seeing how powerful it really is.
Yeah, just dropping a Thunderfish and being like, hey, I'm going to get another Thunderfish. It's too good.
Yeah, it's one of the most powerful like trading card games cards that I've ever seen. for standard or tournament legal.
Yeah,
I guess.
we'll see what happens this weekend when I play it. So, but I'll be playing it. The Thunderfish, Giga Thunderfish looks amazing on paper. We'll see how well he plays out.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. This has been another Geektopia Island. I'm your host, Kevin.
I'm William.
And we'll see y'all next week. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and keep up to date with our future content.
And please join us on our social media and check us out on Twitch.